teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony, perfect harmony. I like to ride the world and keep it company.
You may remember this. In 1971, this television commercial for Coca-Cola revolutionized the ad industry. At the time, it was the most expensive commercial ever produced, and that song became a hit on the Billboard charts. In that very same year, another TV spot debuted that is likely just as memorable. But last week, steps were taken to ensure that it will never be seen widely ever again. It was just a minute long, but the public service announcement immediately captured audiences when it first aired on Earth Day in 1971. A stereotype of a Native American character travels by canoe through a trash-strewn landscape. And as the dramatic music swells, a bag of junk thrown from a passing car lands at his feet, while a single tear streams down his cheek. The ad for the nonprofit Keep America Beautiful was meant to raise awareness about littering, but it also became a cultural milestone, airing for more than a decade and parodied in film and television for generations. Robert Thompson is a professor of television and popular culture at Syracuse University.
So this commercial was seen by a lot of people, and unlike a television episode, which airs once and then again in a rerun, this played over and over and over again. Growing up in the 1970s, if you were exposed to television at all, it would have been pretty impossible not to have seen this.
But last week, Keep America Beautiful announced it's donating the rights of the PSA to the National Congress of American Indians. Jenny Lawson is the CEO of Keep America Beautiful.
This ad doesn't play anymore on television. It hasn't played for quite some time on TV. So why is it important to do it even at this juncture?
As I said, I think it's important because the ad still gets a lot of attention. We had regularly received interest in whether it could be run for entertainment purposes, whether it could be run for research and education purposes. And so deciding the answers to that question really needed to move to the Native American people. And we are pleased that we were able to make that happen.
In a statement, the NCIA says the ad will only be used for historical context. This advertisement was inappropriate then and remains inappropriate today. NCIA looks forward to putting this advertisement to bed for good.
It reduces us to just one thing. That's what stereotypes do.
Ashley Minner-Jones is an assistant curator for history and culture at the Smithsonian National Museum of the American Indian.
It perpetuates the stereotype that American Indian people are only of the past, that we only dress one way, look one way. Also, the man in the commercial appears to have no agency over his circumstances. That's just not, we're human beings. We do have agency. Ironically, at the time that this commercial was originally released, real Indian activists were occupying Alcatraz Island in the same body of water where this man is paddling.
Compounding the criticism of the ad, the fact that the Native American character was played by Iron Eyes Cody, a well-known actor from Hollywood westerns, who is not Native American.
He profited off of this false identity as he claimed to be Cherokee.
Now that the ad is out of circulation, Minner-Jones is hopeful for more accurate portrayals of Native Americans in popular culture.
When you only see depictions of Native people who are of the past, who look one way, who talk one way, it does something to you. It almost causes you to disappear. We're in an important moment now where Native people are beginning to control narratives about Native people and even produce mainstream narratives about Native people like Reservation Dogs, Rutherford Falls, and that's just huge for us. We have authentic representation.
And this is such an important conversation to be had at the time when this was played. It was played so many times that television stations would have their tapes run out, or the tape would fall apart because
I remember it
so many times.
Yeah, I do remember it from those.
You mentioned Reservation Dogs there at the end. Worth checking out, by the way.
Great show.
Really important, too, that you may not be able to redo what you did in the past, what was wrong, but important now when you know that.
And to be on the record about it.
Right, exactly.